Yo, what's up, guys? I have another free pick video for you today. These are going to be two free picks for the MLB slate on Saturday. We're looking to bounce back and absolutely cash out, guys. So if you guys have some of your own picks that you're kind of cooking up on your own, be sure to drop them in the comment section, guys. I'd love to see what props or straight bets that you're on. You can even include the write-up if you want to. Just be sure to drop that in the comment section, guys. I'd really appreciate that and would love to see what picks and what props that you're on today, guys. And before we get into the free picks, guys, you can use code SBC on Sleeper Fantasy. They're going to match your first deposit up to $100. It's literally free money. It's literally free cash. These DFS apps are giving out free money every single day to each and every one of us, guys. So we might as well take that free money and profit off of that, guys, and expand our bankroll even more, guys. It's literally free cash. And if you want access to all of my picks, you can join the premium for a free 7 days. There's multiple cappers, in-depth write-ups of every single pick, every single play we put out. Plus, we bet on more than just DFS apps, guys. I personally love taking straight bets on sportsbooks like FanDuel, DraftKings, and ESPN Bet. It's by far one of the easiest ways to build a solid bankroll, guys. And if you need help with bankroll management, anything like that, I can help you on DFS and on sportsbook, guys. I'm here. I got your back. I can definitely help you. Let's lock in and let's run it up together, guys. We got to beat the books, guys. It's us versus the books, so we got to beat the books together. And these picks are going to be coming out a tad early today. So, of course, we don't have much to work with here on Prizepicks. If you know Prizepicks been betting on Prizepicks for a couple of years or months now, you know that Prizepicks is slow to update their boards. So, we don't have much to work with, but we do have two hitter props today. It's going to be the first pick is going to be Carlos Carrera over 6.5. Hitter fantasy score. So if we go to hitter fantasy, he should be one of the first guys up here. Let's see, Carlos. We can just type his name in. Carlos. Let's see, Carlos Carrera. Carlos. It's going to be over 6.5 hitter fantasy score. We're going to go over to Outlier, one of the best apps on the scene in the market, guys. Over 6.5 hitter fantasy score. As we see here, it's going to go straight to the head-to-head matchups. 83% hit rate, averaging 11 hitter fantasy score, guys. That's really why I love this play, because it's the head-to-head matchup. He's absolutely manhandled the Milwaukee Brewers. He's taken on Freddie Peralta of the Milwaukee Brewers. Freddie Peralta is going to be on the mound today. Freddie's not great, but he's not bad as well. But Carlos Carrera definitely can handle this matchup on his own. Over the last 10 games, 7 out of 10, averaging 10.1 hitter fantasy. Over the last 5, averaging 9.2 hitter fantasy. He's been very consistent hitting this line time and time again, and he has a great matchup today. So I love this over on Carlos Carrera. We're going to be locking that in. I've already locked in these plays, so we're kind of just going over it again. And then the next play is going to be Jose Altuve. You could take his hitter fantasy score if you want to, but I'm going to be taking his 1.5 HRR. There's just a little bit more value. The hit rates are better. The data is there. So I think the value is in the HRR. I have no problem with the 6.5 hitter fantasy right here. That's totally up to you, but I recommend the 1.5 HRR on Jose Altuve. And then we can pull that up on Outlier as well, so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. You may have this app as well on your PC, Mac, or phone, but Outlier is definitely the wave, guys. It's definitely the way to go. We're just going to pull this up and then go over to hitter fantasy. Voice just cracked. That's insane. But hitter fantasy over the last 20 games, I mean, his hit rates aren't really impressive. Oh, it's not hitter fantasy, sorry. 1.5 HRR. I just got confused because I was telling you guys that's a good line to take as well. But right here, as you can see, well, if we go back to hitter fantasy, you see the data there, and then you see the data here. It's always not about that. Sometimes it is just about the matchups, and then some other things play into it as well. But for this play, for batter props, I really love the data. You can kind of see when a batter's going on a cold streak, hot streak, and it kind of just puts it out there right in front of your face. So over the last 20 games, 15 out of 20, 75% hit rate, averaging 2.85 HRR over that span. That's quite a span if you look at it in a whole. Then head-to-head, 57%, not too sexy, but averaging 1.93. That is well over 1.5. We love it there. It's not the best matchup, but he can definitely get it done. It's Jose Altuve. He comes out on the bats aggressive. If you watch baseball, you know that Jose Altuve is very aggressive on the bats and on the plate. But over in 61% over the span of this season in 2024, averaging 2.34 hits, runs, and RBIs. I love him going up against George Kirby today. The Seattle Mariners, they haven't been very great this season whatsoever. If you've been watching baseball, you already know the deal, guys. But 60% over the last 10, 70% over the last 5, and then 70% over the last 10. Love this play. Jose Altuve has exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in 14 of his last 18 games, averaging 2.8 hits, runs, and RBIs a game. And as you see here, this is his splits versus 2024 versus right-handed pitchers. So right here, you see his average in 2024 is 0.306. And the only reason this is red is because it's lower. It's literally only 0.6 lower than his 2024 average. So versus right-handed pitchers, he's still smacking balls. He's really crushing balls against right-handed pitchers. 0.300 batting average against righties. I'll take it any day of the week with Jose Altuve. Then we could see what he's doing against George Kirby's favorite pitches, the fastball, a 20.2 K percentage, not too shabby, 19.3 versus the slider, not too bad either. He's only throwing that 22% of the time. And then the sinker, his next most thrown ball is the sinker, absolutely smashing those, 7.5 K percentage, guys. Those are going to be the 2 picks today, guys. Remember, you can use code SBC on Sleeper Fantasy. You can honestly play Jose Altuve's HRR on Sleeper Fantasy and Carlos Carrera's 1.5. I believe it should be at 1.5 HRR hits, runs, and RBIs on Sleeper Fantasy as well. If you use code SBC on your first deposit, like I said, they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. You only got to put in $10. It's literally free money, guys. You might as well take advantage of the DFS apps giving out that free bread. But that's going to be it, guys. Have a good day and good luck on all your bets. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.